Good
Good
afternoon.
good afternoon. Is your only case on my calendar position two Balad Amin, Dollar Amin?
Correct, the dollar mean.
I just assigned a null process in that case.
Perfect. Thank you so much. May we be excused?
Yes, you can be excited. Sorry there. I didn't want you to have to sit through the whole call of the calendar if you only had that one case.
I appreciate that, Your Honor. Thank you
All right.
so much. It's good seeing you.
You also have a good afternoon. Let's see. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the 1:30 Orca status calendar. I'll be presiding over court this afternoon. I have a number of people that appears on Zoom with me. I have a number of people that are in the courtroom. If you are on Zoom, please treat yourself as if you're actually in the courtroom with me. Find a quiet place to talk with me. When we call your name, if you're driving, please pull over for me. If you're at work, find a quiet place where you can talk with the court. If you are a defendant in a case, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. We do have public defenders that are in court with us this afternoon and on Zoom. If you would like to see if you qualify for their services, I'm happy to give you that opportunity to do so. Good afternoon, Ms. Helen. Would you advise people how they can apply for the services of the public defender this afternoon?
Yes, Judge. Good afternoon. If you are seeking the services of the Public Defender's Office, please put your first and last name in the chat as well as your cell phone number, and a public defender will get back to you at the very end of the call of the calendar.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Helen. Also, if you are an attorney, it's your first time with me in the Orca calendar. I just want to let you know that many of these cases have been transferred from the division judges. They will remain with the Orca calendar through their completion, meaning that you will either have a plea or a bench trial or a jury trial within the Orca division. With that said, we also have solicitors that are present with us in the courtroom this afternoon. If you're new to the Orca division, just know that you might have been negotiating with solicitors that were in the division. I would like for you to speak with the solicitors that are in the Orca division if you have not already done so previously. Let's see who we have with us this afternoon. Position number one, Ruben Adams.
Is Mr. Adams present in the courtroom or over Zoom? Ruben Adams. Judge, this case was assigned to me as a transfer. I would just ask that we hold it till the end of the calendar to see if he appears.
Okay, very good. Position two has been Nalpros. Position three, Marquise Berry.
Good afternoon, Judge. That would be my case. Let me speak with Mr. Berry, then I'll make an announcement afterwards.
Good afternoon, Mr. Berry. We'll be with you, sir. Thank you. Position four, Shakora Butler.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Yes, good afternoon, Ms. Butler. Do you have private counsel representing you in this matter?
I do not at the moment.
Would you like to make the application for a public defender today?
Yes, I would like to resubmit. I've called, went down there multiple times, and still haven't gotten anywhere.
Okay, so we'll see if we can get you qualified today, Ms. Butler. Go ahead and place your information in the chat for me, and once we get to the end of the calendar, someone will give you a call, okay?
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Position number five, Russell Coker.
Good afternoon. That's going to be my case, Judge, from the Public Defender's Office. Is Mr. Coker in court or on the Zoom call? Judge, just give me an opportunity to raise Mr. Russell by the end of the call of the calendar.
That's fine, Ms. Helen. I'll hold for your announcement. Position six, Latrice Copeland.
Here.
Yes, good afternoon, Ms. Copeland. Are you represented by counsel?
No, sir.
Would you like to make application for the public defender today?
I guess so.
Okay. We'll have someone speak with you, ma'am, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Position 7, Andrew Cradle.
Yes, I'm present. Hello.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Cradle.
Good
Let's see, do you have private counsel representing you?
I do not.
Would you like to make application for the public defender this afternoon?
Yes. Yes, please.
Yes, go ahead and place your information in the chat for me, and we'll get back with you at the end of the calendar, okay?
Okay. Yes.
I want it.
Position 8, Ariana Sarik.
Syriac, Judge, good morning or good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. And yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you. Let's see, where are we with your client's case?
Well, Judge, I'm going to ask you if she's present there in the courtroom or on Zoom.
Okay, it's I believe it's, how is it pronounced, Mr. Lewis? Do you know?
Ariana Syriac.
Syriac, is Miss Syriac present?
I asked that, Judge. This case has been lingering for a minute, and I've lost good for her. Well, it sounds like we got somebody coming in there. Well, no, that's just a just a printer. But did the court get a bounce back of its notice to her?
Let's see, do we have a proper notice?
Moment, you're right.
Okay.
No return to sender.
So apparently she received proper notice. It was not returned, Mr. Lewis.
I'm going to let you make the call on that, Judge. Like I said, it's been a minute. I don't mind reaching out to the same place where that notice went to find out if she, in fact, is at that location. But like I said, it's been a minute.
Okay, so given that you haven't had contact with her, the notice wasn't returned, I will issue a bench warrant to see if we can locate her. If you locate her before we issue the bench warrant, I'm happy to withdraw it beforehand, but otherwise we'll see if we can get her through the bench warrant, okay?
Sounds great, sir.
All right, do you have anything further before me this afternoon?
Sir, may I be excused?
Yes, have a good afternoon. Always good to see you.
Pleasure's mine.
Position number 9, Ian Elmore Moore.
Judge, good afternoon. Keith Adams, Mr. Elmore Moore. He should be on the screen.
I'm present.
Yes,
Put the prosecutor on that case, please.
yes,
All right, Judge, I've actually filed a conflict. I'm on trial upstairs.
yes.
I asked to be excused. We're on a break, so I just came down for a second. Can we have the case continue to the next calendar and give me an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor perhaps?
Okay. Let's see.
Is it? Oh, well, we don't need to continue. It looks like we got a non-cross order coming.
Okay. So you want to speak today? Is that what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear what was said.
I think the prosecutor's announcement is that they're going to non-cross the case.
Oh, okay. All right. Very good. If you'll get me that non-cross, I'll get it signed and entered. You have a good day, Mr. Adams.
Thank you, Judge.
And
Thank you.
Mr. Elmore Moore, your case was non-cross, so you're free to go. It was dismissed.
Thank you,
That was
Judge.
great. Thank you. Thank you, Brother Adams.
There's number, position number, 8, I have her on the phone.
Okay. Mr. Lewis has. Is there any reason that she's not here? Okay, I'll get back with her. So position number 10, Irving Espiritu Garcia.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. This is Joanna Banuelos, associate of Jerome Lee for
Yes.
Mr. Garcia.
Yes, good afternoon. Where are we with Ms. Garcia's case?
Well, Your Honor, I actually had correspondence earlier today with the assistant solicitor about a little situation and wanted to seek Your Honor's recommendation as to what we should do. We have lost contact with our clients, and apparently we were just informed yesterday by a family member that he was removed from the country last year, so we have no way of getting in contact with him and no forwarding address. So we were wondering if Your Honor would allow us to withdraw, or what would Your Honor
Okay,
advise?
who's handling this for the solicitor's office? What's the state's pleasure? Okay, Ms. Manuelos, a bench warrant will be issued for your client. If you choose to seek to withdraw, if you'll get that to the court, we'll get it signed and entered if appropriate.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that should be it in that case. There was nothing much else we can really do.
Okay, that's positions number 10 and number 11, that bench warrants have been or will be issued on. All right. If nothing further, you have a good afternoon, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Thank you. Position number 12, Celia Gomez.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Good morning, Judge Barry Zimmerman. For Ms. Gomez, we're both present, and as well as her father and her mother on the video.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Zimmerman. Good to see you. Let's see. Where are we with Ms. Celia Gomez's case?
Well, we've been having some discussions with the state, but we really haven't gotten anywhere. So here we sit. We had the previous prosecutors I was dealing with, but as of yesterday, I was dealing with the Orca solicitor, but their desires and the victim's desires are diametrically opposed. So we're not making any progress.
Okay, so I guess the next phase would either be a motions calendar. I don't know if you will file any motions, or a trial calendar.
Right, and we won't need any motions, so a trial calendar will be fine.
Okay, I will further notice you to the February trial calendar. I believe that that calendar will begin on the 13th of February, but you'll get notice.
Thank you, Judge, and that'll complete our business. May we be excused?
Yes, have a good afternoon. I'll see you all back in February.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Position 13, Tante Gray.
Your Honor, that is my case. I was looking in the courtroom. I don't see Mr. Tonte Gray. Is he on Zoom?
Is Mr. Gray with us?
Okay, so
No, he's here. Yes.
Okay. Mr. Gray, I'm going to need your contact information, because what happened, Your Honor, I represented him a while back, and then he ended up going into custody in Fulton County, and was supposed to come on a jury trial calendar, but then there was some felony charges, and so evidently the case went where it was going to go along the felony track. But now I guess this case is now back. So I need his contact information. I need to press the reset button, because we actually, when I first received the file several months ago, I never actually spoke to him.
Okay. Do you have the offer in the case, Mr. Gaither?
I do not have the offer, but I do have discovery.
Okay. So what I would.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have the offer at my fingertips, but Ms. Githier the state has sent me offers. And if I haven't responded to their emails, that just means I haven't gone through all of them yet. Okay.
So what I'd like to do today is, while we have Mr. Gray on the line, get his contact information. I'd like for you to speak with Ms. Githier regarding that offer, communicate that to Mr. Gray, and if need be, I will place this on another calendar. I'm not sure what the offer is, but if you could get that done for the court today.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to hold for your announcement on Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray, can you unmute yourself so you can speak to the court? It looks like you're having difficulty doing that. Shake your head if you can hear me, Mr. Gray. Can you hear me? Okay, so what I need for you to do is place your contact information, your phone number, into the chat for me, so that Mr. Gaither can call you, okay? Can you do that? All right, you go ahead and do that, and once we get that information, Mr. Gaither's gonna be calling you, okay? We'll come back to you, sir. Thank you. Position 14, Aisha Hale. ASHIA Hale. Bench warrant will be granted if Ms. Hale doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. Position 15, D. Rashane Hood. D. Rashane Hood.
That's my Carol. That's Carol.
Ms. Watson Cafe, can you are going in and out on us.
I will find a better location.
Okay, I'll give you, find a better spot, Ms. Watson Cafe, and I'll come back to Mr. Hood's case, okay? Position 16, Daniel Howard.
Judge,
Hey, Judge, that's Attorney Brian Tevis for Mr. Howard. He's in custody. As we announced back in July, we're just ready for trial whenever. He's being held on an unindicted Superior Court case. Between his arrests, he has more than enough credit time to cover this case, so there'll never be a plea offer accepted. It'll just be either stable, null process, or we'll try it.
Okay. I will place it on the next, on the February trial calendar, Counselor.
Thank you, Judge. If there's any way to be at the top of that, that was the announcement in July, and here we are 4 months later, and we haven't made a trial yet. So if there's any way to be picked first, we'd appreciate it.
Okay, I just set another case first this morning, so I can set you second.
Sure, we'll take it.
Okay, all right. I'll make a note that you'll go out second on that calendar. So we have something set for the 14th. So either the 15th or the 16th, okay?
Valentine's Day. All right, thanks, Judge.
Okay. All right, I'll see you back in February if you don't have anything further on my calendar.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, have a good afternoon.
You too.
Position 17, Horace O'Shea Jackson. Mr. Horace Jackson. Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. Jackson doesn't appear by the end of the calendar. Jackson's also position 18. A bench warrant will be granted in that case as well. Position 19, Raven Jones. Raven Jones. Bench warrant will be granted in that case if Ms. Jones does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 20, Grant Kinsler.
That's going to be my case, Judge. Is Mr. Kinsler present on the Zoom call or in court? Judge, just give me an opportunity at the end of the call and calendar to try to rise Mr. Kinsler.
Okay, I'll hold for your announcement. Deseric Kirkland, position 21.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Casey Cleaver here for Mr. Kirkland. He's present with us by Zoom.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Cleaver. What are we going to do with Mr. Kirkland? Where are we with this case?
I'd like to please set it for a status date or even a final plea date. I had substituted on this case and I'm filing motions today. I'm hoping to speak with the solicitor, see what we can get worked out. I think this would be the first time I'm appearing before Your Honor. on this matter.
Okay, would you prefer it to go on another status calendar, or would you like it to go on a motions calendar?
Status would be preferred.
Okay, let's see. We have a February 8th status calendar at 9 a.m. Does that work?
Just give me just one moment. That sounds like it should work. I just want to double check. Yes, Your Honor, that would be fine.
Okay. We'll place you on that calendar. And if nothing further, do you have anything further on the calendar, Mr. Cleveland?
Nothing else on the calendar, but could I inquire as to which solicitor might be assigned this case?
Okay. Ms. Kakadakis will be on the case. Do you have her information?
I'm not certain that I do.
Okay. Would you mind placing your information in the chat for Mr. Cleaver? Okay, we'll put it in the chat for you, Mr. Cleaver.
Wonderful. I appreciate that very much. And once that's all taken care of, Your Honor, may we be excused?
Yes, have a good afternoon. You also.
Thank you.
Position number 22, Jeremiah Lee.
Judge, that'll also be my case. I do believe that Mr. Lee is present over Zoom. He placed his contact information in the chat. Yes, Judge, he's right there. If we could hold to pre-try that, I'll report back.
Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Lee. So hold on for us. I'll have Ms. Rosenhuber get in touch with you and we'll be with you, sir, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you, sir. Position 23, Destiny Lay. A lead was filed by Brandon Rosenblum on this matter. Is Kiona Leah Lay with me? The case will be reset for status calendar on February 8th.
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, good afternoon, ma'am. Let's see, your counsel has filed a leave in this matter, so I'm going to reschedule the case to February 8th on a status calendar, okay?
Okay.
Okay, that will be at 9 a.m. You'll get notice, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good afternoon.
You too.
Position 24, April Marshall.
Hello, Your Honor, I'm here.
Yes, good afternoon, Ms. Marshall. Are you represented by counsel?
No, I am not.
Would you like to make application for the public defender this afternoon?
Yes, sir, I put my name in the chat.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. At the end of the calendar, we'll have someone get with you, okay?
No problem, thank you.
You're welcome. Position 25, Cassidy MacGyver. Cassidy MacGyver. Bench warrant will be granted if Mr. MacGyver does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 26, Tiffany Morgan. Ms. Morgan, good afternoon, ma'am. Are you represented by counsel? Would you like to make application for a public defender this afternoon?
Actually, on my own, I did it stolen and someone got arrested.
Okay, so that would be a defense for you. I would like for you, if you would like for a public defender to represent you and to help you with the matter. And if that's the case, that is a misidentification, they'll help you with that. So if you'd like to do that, I'm sure that they'd be happy to see if you qualify. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Somebody be with you. Thank you, Ms. Morgan. Position 27, I have, the case is closed at the present time. Victor Orca,
Yes, Judge, I had a note that that individual took a plea on April 6th of this year.
Okay, thank you. Position 28, Robert Ochan. Ms. Watson Cafe back with me?
Yeah, I'm available.
Okay, yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Ochan. So I see you there. I'm trying to, your attorney was having problems with her Zoom link. So I see that you're on and I will wait for her report, okay?
Okay, so should I stay online? Should I
Yes,
wait?
sir. Yes, sir. Don't leave the call until I dismiss you, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Position 29, Darren Pittman.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Pittman. Let's see. Do you have private counsel representing you?
No, sir, but I had talked to the solicitor's office and they gave me an offer yesterday.
Okay. Would you like to make application for the public defender to assist you with this matter?
No, sir.
Okay. Can you activate your camera for me, Mr. Pittman?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Pittman, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. It's my understanding that you do not wish to have the public defender represent you. As such, you wish to proceed pro se. Given that you have been given a offer by the state, what would you wish to do?
I would say accept.
I'm sorry, Mr. Pittman, say it again.
I accept the offer.
Okay. Are you in a place where you can we get him the paperwork if he'd like to enter a plea? Okay, so we are going to send you paperwork that you're going to have to complete for the court if you wish to plead guilty to these two charges, Mr. Pittman. So if you hang on for me, we'll get you that paperwork so you can get it filled out.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear that, Mr. Pittman?
No, sir, I didn't.
Can you place your email into the chat, please?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Position 30. And we'll be back with you, sir. Position 30, Brittany Roberts.
I'm here.
Yes, Ms. Roberts. Do you have counsel representing you?
No, sir.
Would you like to make application for the public defender this afternoon?
I put my information in the chat.
Okay. We'll have someone get with you. Thank you, ma'am. Position 31, Dominique Roper.
That's my case, Judge,
Yes, Mr. Murphy.
and he should be on the call. I've spoken to him several times yet to go. Judge, I was waiting on discovery, but since I'm here, I was hoping to speak to the state about it.
Okay, so I will hold for your announcement. Are you with me, Mr. Roper?
Yes.
Okay, good afternoon, sir. So if you will stay on the line with me until Mr. Murphy has an opportunity to speak with the solicitor, we'll be with you, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. Position 32, Tariq Stevenson. Can we see if he is represented by this Serge Jerome, please? I'm going to see if Mr. Jerome represents Mr. Stevenson. If so, I will hold. If not, a bench warrant will be issued. Position 32, or Tia, T-E-A-H. T-E-A-H.
Requesting bench warrant.
A bench warrant will be issued if Mr. Tia does not appear by the end of the calendar. Position 34, Ricky Thomas. Is that a PD case?
And Judge, that's gonna be my case. Is Mr. Thomas present on Zoom or present in court?
Ricky Thomas.
Judge,
I'll hold for your announcement, Ms. Helen.
thank you, Judge.
Position 35, I have as being in custody, Deandra White. I will reschedule that case for the February 8th status calendar. Position 36, Chauncey Zachary. Yes, good afternoon, sir. Are you represented by counsel?
No, sir.
Would you like to make application for the public defender this afternoon?
No, because they said it's the council, but that's not me and that's not my name. It's not spelled properly. It's not me. I never had proof before.
Okay, so if you'd like for someone to look into that and you would like for the public defender to possibly help you with that, I'm happy to give you that opportunity if you like. Can we do that this afternoon?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So we'll have someone get with you. Let's see, Miss. Mr. Barber.
Yes, Judge.
I had, I see that you're here for, Kiona Lane, and I see
That's
that
correct.
Rosenblum had filed a leave. As such, I rescheduled that case. I didn't know if
I didn't get notice of that, but we're kind of in all kinds of weird sorts over here right now, trying to keep up with everything.
okay, so no, she was on the line earlier and, I didn't realize that you were representing her. As such, because I saw that the leave was filed, I rescheduled it for February 8th status at 9 a.m.
Okay. Understood. Can I let the prosecutors know that I don't know if Brandon has discovery?
Okay, who's handling this position number 23 for the state? Okay, and can Mr. Barber, why don't I just have her place her information in the chat for you so that you can follow up with her after court today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, tell me what is it that you believe that you don't have?
Well, it should be a case that has a report or something. We don't have anything. At least there's nothing on my server.
Hello.
Okay, she indicated that she would file discovery in the matter, Mr. Barber. So,
Okay. Who's the solicitor?
Georgia Castakis. It's in the chat box.
Ms. Kakadakis' name is in the chat, Mr. Barber.
Oh, I see it. It was somebody else texted right after that. Okay.
Do you see it?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so hopefully you'll get everything before that February 8th status calendar. We can move it forward at that time.
Sounds good. I appreciate it. Thank you, Judge.
Have a good afternoon. Thank you.
Okay, and Miss Lee, you can be excused. I just saw her come.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. And Mr. Lewis, I see that you're back on the line. Apparently we were able to get in touch with your client.
The camera was doing all kinds of crazy things. Yes, Judge, I am back here. So Your Honor, before we go any further, I'm going to move that the court set aside the bench warrant. Entered in Ms. Syriac's case.
Yes, and since we were able to raise her, that a bench warrant will not be issued.
Very good. Also, I would like to announce to Ms. Syriac that my paralegal, Acacia Laidlaw, has sent you a chat message asking for all of your contact information. meaning that I need you to right now.
Okay, is Ms. Syriac on the line?
Yes, I'm here, but he cut off at the end. I didn't hear what he said at the end.
He needs all of your contact information, Ms. Syriac.
Acacia Laidlaw sent you a chat message. Do you see it?
In my email?
Chat at the bottom. Are you on your phone or computer?
I'm on my phone.
Look at the bottom, about the third button over from the left. It says something like chat. It's got a whole bunch of people listed there. Go in there and find the person named Acacia, Acacia, like a tree.
Okay.
While she's doing that, Judge, let me answer your inquiry that you didn't get a chance yet to voice to me. Your Honor, I would like your February 8th at 9 a.m. status calendar as well, and I hope it is a virtual calendar as is this one.
Okay, yes, it is. Given
I also want to make more statements if I can, Judge.
Say it again.
I would like to make one more statement if I can right now.
Yes, of course. Go ahead.
I received an email from Ms. Githia reporting that she has actually dispatched all of the discovery. However, we have sent her an email back saying that we did not get it. And just in case she's listening, the email should tell you that initial discovery was sent to prior counsel because we weren't in the case yet. Supplemental discovery is sent to an old email address from way back yonder, and so is the 911. We can see your certificate of discovery in the system, but we cannot see anything that was posted to the system as you indicated in your email. So if you could reserve it or serve it, whichever term you want to use, to the correct email address that we emailed you from in reply, that would be great.
In response to your email, I did send those to the email that you gave me this morning. I responded.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you so much. All right. So, Judge, as soon as we've gotten that and gotten a chance to talk with our client, we'll have a positive announcement, if you will allow us to make that on February the 8th at 9 a.m.
Okay, position number 8, February 8th, 9 a.m. status calendar. Okay.
Thank you, Judge. And I'm going to ask that my client stay on the line until she gets that communicated and gets a acknowledgement from Ms. Laidlaw that she's received it.
Did you hear that, Ms. Syriac?
Yeah, we still haven't gotten anything. Is she iPhone, Judge, when you look at her?
Yes, she's on an iPhone, it appears.
Communicate directly to the iPhone.
I did. I sent it just to her.
Okay, we sent it just. I'm sorry, Judge. Go ahead. I'm going to mute out and thank you for excuse me. I appreciate it. And we're just going to until we get this done.
It's not a problem.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Zachary? Chauncey?
Oh, yes.
Yes, sir.
They got my name spelled on my.
Oh, okay.
I got my driver's license.
Okay, they have no posture case. They dismissed it, sir.
Okay.
Okay, do you want a copy of that for your records?
Yeah, I need a copy of it.
Okay, we'll give you a copy for your records before you go, okay?
No mistake.
Let's see, is there anyone on the Zoom call whose name that I did not call or did not hear the name? Who James?
Ruben Adams. Ruben Adams.
That's position 1, Judge. That's my case. I did respond to Mr. Adams in the chat and asked him to provide me with his phone number. I don't know if he's had a chance to do that yet. But once I get that, I'll reach out to him and we'll report back.
Okay, did you hear that,
I can
Mr. Matt?
Yeah, I didn't see her ex. I can tell it to her now if she wanted, or I can put it in her chat.
Go ahead and put it in the chat for us. Okay?
Yeah, I did it.
Thank you. I'll reach out to you shortly, Mr. Adams.
Well, I think he put it on the,
I see it in the
Okay.
chat. I got it.
okay.
Thank you.
Let's see, anyone else on the Zoom call who did not hear their name or who joined us late? Anybody in the court with me who, yes, ma'am, I know that we're waiting for your attorney.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be with you. Thank you, ma'am.
And Judge, I'm still with you. Unfortunately, I have to. I mean, even though you're a nice guy, if your assistant, your litigation manager, who contacted us to tell us that Ms. Syriac had joined the call, can call us back, we would appreciate it. We need to get information from your assistant on our client because she has left the call, Judge, without giving us anything.
Okay, that's fine. Can we place whatever phone number we used?
Actually, Judge, I have her on the phone and she can't find, what is the name that you said you sent it from?
Why don't I do this, Mr. Lewis? Why don't I just get the information for you, and we can forward it to you? That might be easy.
Love it. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, what information are you wanting for me to get?
Telephone number, email address, and home and address where she wants notice. Just those
Okay.
things.
All right. So we'll get all that, all the basic information for you, and we'll get it to you, Mr. Lewis.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Judge.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so those of you that are waiting for a public defender call, please be patient. We only have a number of public defenders that are going to reach out to you all in order. So we'll get to everyone before the end of the court session. Let's see, Miss
Syriac joined back.
Is she still on the phone with us? Okay, we'll just, Ms. Syriac, we just need for you to give all the information to the clerk for us, please. Did Ms. Watson Cafe rejoin the call? Okay, if you are represented by Ms. Watson Cafe, we're going to try to raise her, so please stay on the line with us.
Judge, I do have two quick announcements whenever the court has time for me.
Okay, give me just one moment.
No worries.
Excuse me, Judge. This is Darren Pittman.
Yes, Mr. Pittman.
They have the name spelled wrong. Casey is my daughter. Alexis Barber is my fiance.
I'm sorry, Mr. Pittman. I didn't understand what you were telling. What were you telling me?
The name Casey Barber, that's not an accurate name. Casey Pittman is my daughter. Alexis Barber is my fiance. They put Casey as Alexis Barber.
Okay, I'm still not understanding. So I'm talking to Deshaun Pittman.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're telling me something regarding about the charges against you?
Yeah, the name is Alexis Barber, not Casey Pittman, not Casey Barber.
Okay, Mr. Pittman, have I already spoken with you? I know I called your name, but did you respond to me when I called your name earlier?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what were you waiting for from the court?
The email for me to plead guilty to
Oh, okay, all right. Oh, yes, I see now. Did you all get that? Right. Ms. Rosenhauer?
Yes, Judge. Position number 6, Miss Latrice Copeland, she's present in court. She did just qualify for our services. I intend to file an entry of appearance, request discovery. If we could just get the February 8th status conference calendar, that'd be great.
Okay. And have you gotten everything you need from Ms. Copeland?
I do. I'm about to give her my card with the court date on it, but otherwise she's free to leave.
All right. Have a good afternoon, Ms. Copeland.
You as well. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I am so sorry. I was having technical difficulties. I just wanted to see if you had called my name.
Okay, what's your name, sir?
It's Grant Kinsler, sir.
What's the last name?
Kinsler, Kinsler.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Kinsler, you're gonna be represented by Miss Helen, who's on the line. If you could go ahead and, place your contact information into the chat for her, and she'll be with you as soon as she can, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I apologize for that.
You don't have to apologize. You're fine, Mr. Kinsler.
Yeah, and I have two announcements to make.
Yes, Mr. Gaither.
Okay. Position 3, Mr. Marquise Berry, he's present in court.
Yes, yes.
We want to just further notice, we would like to further notice his case to the final plea calendar. The state is, I have written discovery, but they have made a request for some videos. Just want to give the state an opportunity to provide us any video that they may receive.
Okay, I have a final plea calendar on February 8th at 1:30. Does that work for you?
That will work.
Okay, and have you gotten everything you need from Mr. Berry?
Nope, there's nothing else I need. He's free to go.
Yes, have a good afternoon, Mr. Berry. I'll see you back in February. That's position number 3.
And then my next announcement is for position 13, Mr. Tonte Gray. He's on the line.
Yes.
It's a similar announcement. Well, we're not waiting on video. I do have written discovery, but I need to provide it to Mr. Gray. Because like I said, this is the first time he and I have actually spoken. We need to talk about it, talk about the offer, and we're just not gonna be able to hash it out today.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, but the final plea calendar will be fine.
Okay, final plea calendar on February 8th,
February 8th.
and that's at 1:30. Okay. And Mr. Gray's free to go?
He's free to go.
Okay, Mr. Gray, we'll see you back on February 8th, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good afternoon, sir.
I'll talk to you, Mr. Gray.
Okay.
I mean, you're free to go, but I'll be giving you a call a little later, all right?
All right.
Have you gotten everything you need, Mr. Murphy? Or? I'm just saying, have you been able to talk with?
To speak with the state.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure that.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome.
I gotta step out and talk to 2 people.
Ma'am, tell me your name.
You want the list?
Good afternoon. Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes. And Mr. Edie, have you been in touch with him? Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure. Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Smith. Ms. Whiteley is a case from this morning that we're taking a plea on this afternoon. Do we already? Okay. I just wanted to make sure that we have it when her attorney arrives. Okay, court will be in recess until there's an announcement.
Apologies for interrupting, but is there a Grant Kinsler that's on the Zoom call?
Yes, he joined us, Miss Helen.
I just can't see him now. I'm trying to get his phone number to contact him, but I can't see him on the call. Oh, okay, he just joined again. Okay. And Judge, I have some announcements whenever the court is ready.
One thing's the other, man.
And Judge, I did have a few announcements whenever the court's ready.
I'm ready, Miss Helen.
Yes, Judge, for the first position, I spoke to position 4, Miss Butler. She qualifies. Judge, that's gonna be a case that I on the next status should be fine, Judge.
Okay. February 8th, does that work? Status at 9, Miss Helen?
Yes, Judge, and I also just wanted to know which ASG was over this case so I could hear the offer and relay that to Miss Butler.
Position number 4 on the calendar, who's handling that for the state? Ms. Githia, she'll get you the offer, Miss Helen.
Okay. And should I have Miss Butler wait till we get the offer?
It's up to you. What would you?
I'm sending it right now, Miss.
Mr. Murphy?
Judge, the state has offered a diversion on the road with him, but he can be excused. And I'm gonna be completing that form and getting that back to them.
Okay. About how long do you think it'll take for him?
I could have it completed tonight and I'll mention to you tomorrow when I see you tomorrow, or whoever's the judge is, I'll get it back to you.
Oh, no, that's fine. I just want to see how long I should, when I should schedule it for.
Depends on how many of the class, I guess if we go to just to March, and then of course, if he finishes it earlier, I'll get it back to them. Once he finishes everything.
Okay. Do we have a status calendar in March?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes.
My was not answering the government like catch tonight, and I don't know today.
Yes, you're gonna have to wait.
Okay, so just give me a moment.
You're gonna have to wait, yeah.
March.
Forgive me, Your Honor, March the 7th.
March 7th.
March 7th, status 9 a.m. Okay. Mr. Roper, are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, so, it's my understanding that you'll be participating in the diversion, and I'll see you back on March 7th, and hopefully you will have completed it by then, okay?
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right, if nothing further, you have a good day, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Appreciate it. Broker, I'll be in touch later tonight. Thank you, Judge.
All right, have a good afternoon.
Attorney for position for
I had wrote that enough, sir. Yeah.
Yes, let's see, who do we have on for position 32, Tariq Stevenson?
Yes, Your Honor. Hi, this is Serge Jerome. I represent Mr. Stevenson.
Yes, Mr. Jerome, we're just trying to hold for your announcement. He's on the Orca status calendar today, and want to know where we are with this matter.
I have not been in contact with Mr. Stevenson. I've been attempting to reach out to him for several days now. I was contacted by somebody in his program that he was potentially facing a violation, and I tried to reach out to him in reference to that, and I just haven't been able to get any contact with him.
Okay. When's the last time you had contact with him? It's been a while.
September. It was September.
Okay. All right. So, given that you haven't had contact with him, I will issue a bench warrant. But if he does contact you within, if he does contact you and you contact the court, I can withdraw that bench warrant. But as of now, since he has not appeared for the calendar today and you haven't had contact with him for a number of months, bench warrant will be issued. Okay.
All right, and I'll I'm gonna try to reach out to him again.
Okay, so just give us if you do contact him and you'd like for that to be withdrawn, that will be considered. We appreciate you jumping on this afternoon, Mr. Jerome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, have a good afternoon.
You too.
Well, it's odd to me that he has not shown up, given that, I mean, I could have taken this plea earlier in the day had I known that you had a flight to catch today. What time is your flight?
What time is the flight? What time is the flight? She don't have.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I want to see if we can get this resolved today. Stand up, I can't hear you, so. Well, you don't, I gave you the option this morning, oh, okay, right. I mean, had I known that there's some issues this morning with this afternoon, I would have been happy to hold or do something this morning. But I thought it was going to be best for everyone to come down and take it in person. Let me see if I can have my staff raise him. I understand. I mean, just have a seat. This is on this morning's calendar, position number 48. Remember, we rescheduled it for this afternoon because the attorney was going to come down in person. Slightly, yes. Can we see if we can get in touch with Mr. Edie?
Yes.
Thank you.
Is it best for both of them to be together?
It does not matter to me if he's on Zoom. He was the one who requested to be here in person, so he said he was going to be in the building, right? Remember? So that's why I scheduled this for this afternoon.
It's position.
We can do this too, if you, once you all get it. Yeah.
They're calling.
No, I was just saying, I can, if he wants to attend via Zoom, his client is here, so she can physically sign the paper. One of us, with his permission, he can sign his name with his permission, that way you don't have to worry about transferring paperwork back and forth and take that down, that lag time. Okay. I have another announcement as well. Position 24, Miss April Marshall. She qualifies for our services. I will represent her. This is a new case, however, and the nature of the charges, I haven't, of course, I haven't filed anything. So I'm asking for another status conference for this one, just so we can do a hard reset. And she confirmed with me that the last time she was in court, it was in the city court. So this is the first time on the calendar here in Fulton.
Okay, so February 8th, 9 a.m. status calendar for position number 24, Ms. Marshall. Does that work?
Ms. Marshall, turn your camera on and unmute yourself. Ooh, let me turn my camera on. Okay, Ms. Marshall, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
All right, the February 8th, 9 a.m. status calendars, when the case will be reset until, okay?
Yes, thank you.
All right, you have a good afternoon, Ms. Marshall.
Ms. Marshall, before you go, did you receive my email? I want to make sure I got your email address correct.
Give me one moment, please.
Sure.
Yes, I have it. Thank you.
Okay, good. I'll be in touch with you, okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right, take care.
And Judge, I have a few announcements as well.
Okay.
Position number 1, Mr. Adams, we're getting the plea paperwork taken care of now. So we'll get that before the court as soon as we can.
Okay.
Position number 22, Mr. Jeremiah Lee, I have spoken with him. I have updated contact information. I don't believe discovery has been filed yet. And at this time, I don't have a recommendation. But even still, Judge, we would still need time to kind of talk through the case. I believe it's going to be a little bit complicated. So if we could get a status calendar, that would be great.
Okay, that February 8th, 9 a.m. status calendar work for you?
That's perfect.
Okay, and Mr. Lee is on Zoom?
He is, Judge.
Yes. Okay, yes, Mr. Lee. Let's see, I'll see you back on February 8th, okay?
Hey, man.
All right, have a good afternoon.
Thank you, sir.
And lastly, Judge, I don't know if this case was already announced in my absence, but position number 26, Miss Tiffany Morgan, she's the individual in the back. Judge, I believe that it's the state's intention to dismiss this case against Miss Morgan. We have been able to determine that there are 2 Tiffany Morgans and that the one before you is not the one charged with this crime. So we're going to dismiss this case against her.
Okay, and who's handling that? Is that
It's position
26?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it will be a no cross?
That's my understanding. That's what Jacob was telling me, Mr. Birch.
Okay.
Mr. Birch was helping with that, but I'll catch, yeah. And that's all I've got for now, Judge.
Okay, let's see. Who's handling position number 7? Is this
I haven't called Andrew Cradle yet. I'm not sure if Miss Helen has.
I think Miss Helen has.
Okay.
Okay, so Miss Helen's handling that.
She may be on the phone right now.
Okay. Is there anyone on the Zoom call who is waiting to hear from a public defender? I know that Chandra Hood, you're waiting for Miss Watson Cafe to come back. And
I'm back, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me start with position number 15. I think that's that's the first one on the calendar, Miss Watson Cafe. Is that, Ms. Hood's case, where are we with that? Shanae Hood.
Does the state, I have discovery. I guess we could just put it on the. I'm trying to debate whether to put it on the trial calendar or not. What is the final plea calendar?
And I'm taking.
The
We have
eighth. I'm
we
sorry.
have a final plea calendar on January 4th at 1:30.
Can we move this to that? I have discovery and I don't think I have an updated offer.
Okay. Do you want to get that offer this afternoon?
Yes, if I can, that would be great.
And we just go ahead and put that position number 15. Can we put the offer on the record, please?
Can she hear me? Can you hear me?
Turn on your microphone there. Okay.
For battery, it's 12 months to serve, 7 days. Credit for time served, 7 days. Balance probated, 12 anger management classes as approved by probation, and no contact with Janaya Benton.
Okay.
Okay. So we will put that on the final plea calendar on January 4th at 1:30.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, and do you need anything further from Ms. Hood this afternoon?
I do not.
Okay, Ms. Hood, we appreciate you being here this afternoon. You're free to go. We'll see you back in January. Can you hear me, Ms. Hood? I don't know if she can hear me or not, Ms. Watson.
I'll give her a call.
Okay. Your next case is position 28, Robert O'Chan, I believe.
Yes, Your Honor.
And
what does the state have an announcement in this case?
Mr. Edie, I thought you were going to be in court with me.
Judge, I was, and I had to report at 12 o'clock to Cobb, and I thought I was gonna get back in 1:30. Apparently, Judge Brown took a lunch and started court at 1:30, and she's been holding me since.
Okay, well, your client is in distress in my courtroom, so
Yes, I went over everything with her. We were going to expect it to take the plea, so she went over everything. If I can, I guess, handle it here via virtual, but she's aware of she's aware of everything. Don't get me wrong, she's a dual citizen, so this is her first time. She's from England, so that was probably her concern. But we did talk about this in thorough, so she knew what we can do. I believe we can proceed through. So, and if Judge, you feel that based on her answer, she just don't think so, then we can reschedule. But I think that I could be able to conduct it from here.
Okay, hold on a second. Mr. Gaither, I have Mr. Edie on the line. I think that you probably want to talk to him before you talk to his client.
Yeah, well, I was actually going to ask her to call him.
Okay, I'm talking to him right now on the line, so.
No. Do you have your phone with you? Okay, because I wanted you to actually talk to your lawyer.
Okay, no. Why don't you?
There you go.
Oh my God.
Okay,
What's going on?
Mr. Edie, would you like to speak with her in private, or do you need to speak with her further regarding this matter? I know that you all initially were coming down to take a plea. I thought that everything was prepared for that plea. I believe that it still is. Are we prepared to go forward with that plea this afternoon, or do you have additional questions for your lawyer?
Yes, I just want to understand like what I'm signing before I sign it.
Okay, and that's Mr. Edie, we do have Mr. Gaither, who is a public defender, who is in court with us. If you would like for him to answer any questions that she might have, I'm happy to have him do that. If that is
yes, because I understand she's an artist. Yes, I'm 100% okay with that. I'm pretty sure he will give the sound advice. And again, for the most part, she understands the the terms and everything. So I think her questions would just probably be bare minimum or basic questions that I know he can give her the answers to.
Okay, so do we have the paperwork ready for the plea?
For Whitman, yes, that's right.
Okay, so can you give that to Mr. Gaither? Mr. Gaither, if you will take Ms. Whiteley into the hallway and discuss that with her. And when you've discussed it with him and you're comfortable, you can come back in and we'll go forward if you choose to. If you're not comfortable, we can reschedule this till another time, okay?
Okay, well, I want to know is what's gonna go
Well,
on my
hold
back.
on, just ask Mr. Gaither, okay?
Your Honor, for registration 28, the state is not ready to give an offer.
And why is that?
I apologize. Can the state turn their mic on?
Your Honor, for position 28, the state has to review further body worn footage to make a decision about the offer. So we need a little time for that one.
Okay, Ms. Watson Cafe.
Yeah, I don't see that I have discovery in this case. Nor-
Initial discovery was filed 11/29/2023, and with evidence.com, link to 911 videos, CADs, reports, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, so I'm going to reschedule this for a status conference on February 8th. Hopefully that'll give everyone enough time to do what they need to do. That's it. Yes, Ms. Watson.
I know that Mr. Ochan has been, this is a case where it's a cross defendant case, Your Honor. I'm not gonna go too much into the facts, but both sides have indicated that they're gonna invoke their Fifth Amendment right. I do not believe that the state can meet their burden. I was hoping for a sooner date, but I know that your calendar is full. We were gonna ask for a bench trial. We can get discovery.
It's my experience that in these cases that the state will not consent to a bench trial, but I will certainly ask them. Okay, so we're on position 20. I needed the attention of somebody from the solicitor's office.
Okay, what was that, Your Honor?
Okay. Miss Watson Cafe is asking for a sooner date. She's also asking for the consent of a bench trial for this case.
That's to be a jury trial, Your Honor. It's a battery and family violence.
Okay, it doesn't have to be, but if you all are requesting one, then okay. So they're requesting a jury trial. Ms. Watson Cafe, I'm happy to put this on the next jury trial calendar if you like.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I think you announced 2, if we can be position 3. I was off for a while. I don't know how many positions. I don't know.
Is that calendar full?
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, my February calendar is full, Ms. Watson.
Okay.
All right, so that will be when?
April.
Okay. So I'll have to further notice the case for April.
Okay, understood.
Okay, so that's April jury trial calendar for Mr. Ochan. You'll get notice, and please reach out to the state in the interim to see if you all can resolve it in some other way, or at least maybe they'll have an offer well prior to that. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, and I just want to put it on the record. I don't know that it necessarily needs to be special set, but Mr. Ochan no longer lives here. I see that he's on. He can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he lives in California now. So if we could have sufficient time the 2-hour notice wouldn't work. Under those circumstances, we can at least have a week or at least, a day or 2 so that he can make arrangements to fly out here.
Okay, as we go forward, Ms. Watson Cafe, if you'll remind me
Yes, Your Honor.
Once that calendar comes out, I'm happy to go ahead and place you all first on that calendar, or give you a date certain when
Yes, Your Honor.
when it will be tried, okay?
I appreciate that. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, and let's see, Mr. Chan, is he free to go?
He is, Your Honor.
Excuse me, I have just one question.
Yes.
Like I had my citizenship hearing last year, and they had moved it to March next year because of this pending trial. I don't know whether there is any possibility for me to get a date.
We'll talk offline, Mr. Ochan. I'll give you a call.
Okay.
Okay.
And while I have you, Ms. Watson Cafe, I don't know if you were informed, but after you left me this morning, your client, position number 13 on the morning calendar, he showed up. So that bench warrant was withdrawn, and we got his contact information for you. That was Mr. Derek Jones. I don't know if you've already been informed of that or not.
I have.
Okay.
And then one last thing, I promise I'll stop interrupting your calendar.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I get a copy of I need a copy of the calendars for today. I don't know who the proper party. I usually get it from Mr. Jordan, but I think he's on leave or something. I don't know who I can get that from.
Okay, I'll have Miss Essen Smith get you copies of the calendars. Miss Smith, would you do that for the court?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right, so.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And are those all your cases this afternoon, Ms. Watson?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right,
Yes.
thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
And Judge, I do have some remaining announcements whenever the court's ready.
I'm ready, Miss Allen.
The first announcement is for Miss Brittany Roberts, position 30. She did not qualify for the services of the Public Defender's Office today, but she would like to speak to the Solicitor's Office directly. I believe her information is in the chat as well.
Okay. What's your next announcement?
My next announcement is for Mr. Grant Kinsler. He has joined the Zoom call, Judge. He's a transfer case, so I just want an opportunity to enter in my appearance and go over the discovery with Mr. Kinsler. I want to ask what the offer is for this case and which solicitor is over the case as well.
Position number 20, whose case is that? Okay. And while they're getting that together, Ms. Roberts, are you on the line?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's my understanding that you do not qualify for the services of a public defender. You've been charged in case 21 CR 003608E with battery family violence. This charge carries with it a maximum penalty of 12 months in jail and/or $1,000 fine. I'm happy to let you speak with the solicitor today, but know that you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say can be used against you. Given the severity of the charge, you might want to go out and hire yourself an attorney. But if you'd like to speak to the solicitor today, I'm happy to let them put the offer on the record for you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you would like for the court to do this afternoon?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just hold on for me. I'll have them do that in just a moment.
And Judge, my last announcement is for Mr. Cradle, position 7. I did speak to Mr. Cradle. I have his application. He also did not qualify for our services, and he would like to speak to the solicitor's office as well today.
You can place his number in the chat. I'll take him.
Okay, so
I have it right here, sir.
did you hear that, Mr. Cradle?
Yes, I heard it.
Okay,
I put
so
my number in the chat. It's probably
Okay.
one of the first ones.
Thank you. And I'll give you the same advice as I did to the young lady before you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. You can charge with simple assault, family violence in case 21 CR 002425E. This charge carries with it a maximum penalty of 12 months in jail and/or $1,000 fine. If you're not satisfied with the offer, I'm happy to let you reschedule you so that you can hire an attorney in the matter. But I'll have you speak with the solicitor, and you can let me know what you'd like to do. okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And last announcement, I just wanted to make sure for position 4, Ms. Butler was excused. Did we cover Ms. Butler or?
Yes, we've already, I believe, dealt with her. She was reset to February 8th.
Did you hear that date, Ms. Butler?
Yes,
Okay, so you're free to go, Ms. Butler. Have a good afternoon.
thank you. You do the same.
And thank you, Judge. I believe that's on my case.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Helen.
Yes.
Yes.
26, Tiffany Morgan. The state has determined that we have the wrong Tiffany Morgan in court today.
Okay,
And so the best thing I can do is think of it, best thing I can think of is reset this case and attempt to get this Miss Tiffany Morgan's information out of the system so that she's not summoned again for the next time we bring this case up.
Judge, if I may, she does qualify for us. I haven't filed an entry of appearance. We did talk about this case and originally planned to dismiss this case against Miss Morgan to prevent her from having to keep coming back to court, this Tiffany Morgan. I understand that the state wants to continue to pursue charges against this other person, but my position is unless they could find a different way to do that so that this Tiffany Morgan doesn't have to come back, I don't know that in the interest of justice, that's fair to reset this against a person we know is not the person charged.
what is the issue and why does this Tiffany Morgan keep getting summoned? I mean, there should be some distinction between the actual Tiffany Morgan and this Tiffany Morgan, and what has been the problem?
The detail in the system has 2 social security numbers, 2 addresses, 2 dates of birth. So I think there's an issue of identity theft. Perhaps the correct defendant gave some incorrect information or somehow linked the 2 people in the system.
But do you have the information for the correct individual?
Well, I have the other address, the other social security number, the other date of birth in here.
And it is another individual's booking photo. So this person that's standing before you today, Judge, wasn't ever booked in on these charges. She's never been arrested. The other person has and has probably provided an incorrect social, an incorrect date of birth, an incorrect address.
Okay.
I know it's, yeah.
What's the best way to correct the problem so that Miss Tiffany Morgan does not have to keep coming down here and does not have anything on the record to reflect that she has this charge against her?
The best way to achieve that, Judge, would be if the state were to dismiss this case, but that makes.
I mean, why can't you just do that? Why can't you dismiss it and refile it, with all the correct information on it so that we know that this young lady doesn't have to keep coming here? Or at least that she has something within her, within her grasp that she can say, this is not me.
Okay,
Judge, this case has been hindering me from getting a job. I got fired from my job.
All right, I understand that. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get this rectified for you, ma'am.
Judge, would the court feel comfortable filing an order to dismiss for want of prosecution in this case, filing that order so that the state doesn't have to make that determination? We do have her driver's license. If I were to move for a dismissal for the court to decide to do that, is that an option?
That is an option, but I think the quickest way and the most expeditious way is for you all just to null process. I don't understand why you won't null process. And you know that this lady is not the person that, and you know the trauma that you caused in her life thus far. Yes, I can do that, but I don't understand why I have to do that.
Okay, safe one.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry that you've been going through what you've been going through. If you get me that null cross so I can get that signed and give her a copy of it so that she can be done with this, okay? All right, Ms. Tiffany.
Just stick around.
Judge, I believe I just got off the phone with with my client, Mr. Gates. I think she's back there signing the paperwork.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Edie. As soon as she comes back in the court, we'll take the plea.
No problem. Okay, I'll be on standby.
Okay,
And
So
Judge,
while
I apologize for interrupting. You were just about to get into what you're about to get into, but we were on Mr. Kinsler. I have received the plea offer and I have relayed that offer to Mr. Kinsler. Judge, I think that that final plea date would be enough time for us to get the videos and review it with Mr. Kinsler. And again, this is a transfer case.
Okay, you're fine. So the final plea date would be February 8th at 1:30.
And Mr. Kinsler, did you get that date?
I'm sorry. Sorry, could you repeat that?
February 8th at 1:30 for a final plea.
Okay, February 8th, 1:30. Okay, I have it.
All right, very good, sir. We'll see you back then.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Judge. And I do believe that's all my cases now.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Ms. Helen. Ms. Rosenhoover, position 1, are we still getting that together?
I have already submitted that plea paperwork. That is a case with myself and Miss Githia. I think she may have stepped out to speak to someone, but if one of the other solicitors could handle it, we're ready to go. Mr. Adams should be available over Zoom. I don't see him right now, though. Oh, no, there he is.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, just hold on for us, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, so. Do you want me to take a picture and text it to you, or do you want me to?
Yes. No. We missing one? Let's see, Ms. Cassidy, do you represent for position number 30? Yes, but I'm asking about position 30.
Position 30 is per se, yeah, yes, no, I can handle it.
Okay, no, I'm asking, is that your case? Okay, so I just have Miss Roberts on the line. She wants the offer in the matter.
Okay, yes.
Okay, can we just put that, Miss Roberts, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to have the solicitor put the offer for your case on the record, okay?
So for position 30, Brittany S. Roberts, the offer is plea to the charge, battery family violence, 12 months probation, FVIP, no violent contact with the victim, non-reporting once the FVIP course is completed.
So FVIP is a family violence intervention program.
Yes.
Ms. Roberts, that's a 6-month, about a 6-month program that you would have to complete. You'd be on probation until you completed the program, and you could have no further contact with the alleged victim in the matter. So that is their offer. You would also have a conviction for battery family violence on your record. So you may want to, before entering into a plea, to speak with a lawyer regarding what the ramifications of that would be. But I'm happy to do what you want me to do this afternoon. If you want me to give you more time, I'm happy to do that.
Okay, so you said if I have more time to speak with the lawyer, what would happen after that?
No, I just want to make sure that you understand what the ramification would be, all the ramifications of you pleading guilty to a battery family violence charge. I will give you the opportunity for someone to discuss that with you. You have the offer as if you want to plead guilty, but if you want me to give you more time so that you can discuss that with a lawyer, I'm happy to do that also.
Okay, and the plea was the 6-month program, and I'll be on probation until the program is complete?
That's correct.
Okay, yes, sir.
Okay, what would you like to do this afternoon, Ms. Roberts?
I need more time.
Okay, I'm gonna place you on the status conference calendar on February 8th. That should give you enough time to either hire a lawyer or consult with a lawyer. If you get a lawyer, I need for you to have him or her enter their notice of appearance as soon as possible. If you don't get a lawyer, then we will move the case forward the next time I see you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Anything further from the court this afternoon?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. We'll get notice of your next hearing date, and I'll see you back in February.
Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I have an announcement that I need to, I don't know what position this is, Miss Nicola, is it Whiteley or Wheatley?
Nicole Whiteley.
What Whiteley?
She's on the, she was on the 9
That
o'clock.
this morning's calendar, that's right. I think her attorney is still on the line with us.
Yes, he should be.
Okay, he and Miss Whiteley spoke, but she still has questions that I think there needs to be some more conversation between her and her attorney based on her circumstances that I don't want to make public to everyone. I think that they need, what I'm asking on both of their behalves is that the court and the state at least keep the offer on the table because they need more time to talk, okay? And they really do. And then considering that she lives in South Carolina, allow her, if they decide to enter a guilty plea, to allow her to enter that plea remotely, and then her lawyer can work out the details on his behalf. But I'm uncomfortable even moving forward with a guilty plea or even letting her plea, even though her lawyer is here, knowing that she still has questions that I really can't answer. Generally, I can answer it, but some of the specifics, she needs to talk to her lawyer. They need to have more time to talk.
Okay, I'm happy to give you that,
Okay.
that time. I'm gonna place you on the final plea calendar on February 8th of next year. That should give you all enough time. That's a 1:30 calendar. You will get notification. Do we have your proper address in South Carolina on file?
You do not, I don't believe.
Okay, so if you could give us that before you leave today.
And it might, sorry to interrupt, it might not come up. I'll give you the address, but it's a new construction, so it might not come up on Google Maps, but I'm gonna give you what I have. Okay, thanks.
Okay, and when your attorney returns, I will inform him of same.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right.
Sorry about the tears.
No problem.
Just make sure that the clerk's office has your updated address so they can send you notice.
And then I can do that just to clarify when remotely what I came here to do here today. If I do decide to plea, I can just do it online.
Yes, just as you joined me this morning online, as long as you have the paperwork filled out, we can get you done pretty quickly, okay?
Okay,
All right.
thank you. Okay.
For position number 7, Mr. Cradle. Mr. Cradle,
Yes.
can we just go ahead and give him the offer? Oh, you've already spoken with him? Can you tell me what the offer is?
It's 12 months to serve 3 days, credit to serve 3 days, 3 days, and the balance suspended. He, did not set it off. He wants to trial.
Okay, thank you. And that's, that is that correct, Mr. Cradle? You like a,
Yes.
okay, so I am gonna set you for the April jury trial calendar. I strongly suggest, Mr. Cradle, that you go hire yourself an attorney. If we get to April and you have not hired an attorney, you'll have to proceed pro se without the advice of an attorney. It is very difficult for a lay person to not only know all the rules of evidence, but to be able to pick a jury, to be able to know what they can offer into evidence, and things of that nature. So you do have a right to proceed on your own without counsel or without the advice of counsel. But I would suggest on that date that if there's a possibility that you get yourself some legal counsel to represent you, okay?
Okay.
All right, you have any questions for me?
No.
All right,
I don't.
have a good afternoon, Mr. President.
All right. Thank you. You too.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Edie, I see that you're back with me. Can you hear me?
There we go. Yes, I was taking it off mute.
Okay, I've spoken with the public defender in the matter. We have reset, or we will reset this case to a final plea calendar on February 8th. Your client would like further time to talk with you. That will be at 1:30. I have informed her that I'm happy to do that over Zoom if you all have the paperwork in with me. So at this point in time, I would suggest that you all contact each other, and I'll see you both back on February 8th on that final plea calendar, okay?
No problem.
All right, very good.
Thank you, Judge.
Afternoon.
Mr. Gator, appreciate you for your work. Thank you so much.
Okay, let's see who we can take next. Are we ready for Ruben Adams? Okay, let's go ahead and take Mr. Adams. All right, Mr. Adams, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, thank you, sir. You can place your hand down. Who's handling this for the state? Yes, you can proceed, Ms. Katia.
For the charge of theft of service, it is 12 months to serve 89 days, credit for time served 85 days, balance suspended. Did state, I'm sorry, defense stipulates the facts being happy.
Yes, we do.
Okay,
Judge, we would just ask that the court accepts the negotiated resolution.
yeah, Mr. Adams, it's my understanding that in case 21 CR 004023E, you wish to plead guilty to theft of service, is that correct?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation?
Yeah.
You understand? You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Adams. Good luck to you, sir.
All right.
All right. Have a good afternoon. Ms. Helen, are you with me? Oh. So, let's see. I don't think I do. Mr. Pittman, are you with me?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Are we ready on Mr. Pittman's case? Okay. Yes, good afternoon again, Mr. Pittman. Let's see. It's my understanding that you're wishing to plead guilty to battery against a pregnant female. Do know that you have a right to remain silent. And where are you, Mr. Pittman? Activate your camera for me. Okay, know that you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. It's my understanding that you wish to waive your right to counsel and that you'll be proceeding pro se this afternoon. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna need for you to find a place where where you're not walking around for me, okay?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right. Let's see, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. The state expects the evidence to show that on August 31st, 2021, the victim reported the defendant choked her during an argument. Their 1-year-old was present for the incident. The victim reported that she was in a chokehold and could not breathe as he grabbed her from behind. She broke loose and fell to the ground, injuring her right knee. Defendant left when she was going to call the police. Defendant called the victim as the police were on site. He was put on speaker and then he hung up when the victim told him that police were present. Visible injuries to the neck and knee were present. Photos were taken. Victim said that she did not feel safe staying in the residence. The police stayed as she packed up to leave for the night. Warrant was obtained. The state's recommendation is 12 months probation, credit for time served, 3 days, balance probated. I'm sorry, not balance probated, FVIP, no violent contact with Alexis Barber. And Your Honor, we changed the name on the plea form just for the record to Alexis Barber, the victim. And it can become non-reported upon completion of terms when the terms are completed, and we no cross the cruelty to children.
Okay, is that your understanding of what the offer is, Mr. Pittman?
Yes, sir. But Miss Allen Ann, she said she will expunge the battery against a pregnant woman after the class was completed.
Your Honor, one moment. What? What did he say? I'm sorry, Your Honor, what did he say? That he completed it? I just.
No,
didn't get
he's
that.
under the impression that he was, I believe that what he's saying is that he's under the impression that the charge is gonna be expunged once he completes the class.
No, that's incorrect.
Okay, that's not what their offer is, Mr. Pittman.
Once the FVIP course is completed, the probation go non-reporting. So once you complete that course, you don't have to report to probation.
Come back on camera for me, Mr. Pittman.
Yes, I'm here.
Thank
Okay,
you.
that's fine.
Well, listen to me though. I don't want you just to say that's fine, because if you're under the impression, put it down so I can see your face, so I can see who I'm talking to. Down a little bit more.
Yeah, yes, sir. My speaker kind of messed up, so I can barely.
Oh, okay, I understand. I just want to make sure that you understand that you will, Mr. Pittman, you're gonna have a charge on your record, a battery against a pregnant female. That's always going to be on your record. So if you want to get the advice of counsel regarding what that means for you going forward, I'm happy to give you that opportunity. I can take this plea later if need be, but as far as the plea goes, there will be no expungement of that charge. You will be required to do that family violence intervention class, which is about a 6-month class. Once you complete that class, you won't have to go to reporting probation, but you will always have a charge, this charge on your record unless something happens to it down the road, but that's not happening at this point in time. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And again, I am willing to give you some time to talk with an attorney about what the ramifications of that might mean for you and your, and your life situation as you go forward, if you want me to do that.
I accept the plea.
Okay, all right. So, raise your right hand for me, Mr. Pittman. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can put your hand down. It's my understanding, Mr. Pittman, that in case 21 CR 004644E, you wish to plead guilty to battery against a pregnant female. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this afternoon?
No, sir.
You've been given the opportunity to be represented by counsel. It is my understanding that you did not qualify for the services of the public defender and that you wish to proceed pro se. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you have the opportunity to go through and complete the plea paperwork?
Yes, sir.
And did you go through that paperwork line by line?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature at the bottom of that form?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Do you offer this plea freely and voluntarily with full understanding of the charge against you?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you into this plea?
No, sir.
I will accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Pittman, let's see, you will get information of where to report to probation. I ask that you report within the first 2 weeks, okay, within the next 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. Is it I'm sorry. Would it be do I have to go in person? Because I'm currently having car problems at the moment.
Okay, it will be generally speaking in person that you will have to go to probation. But you can work that out with the probation department. It's fine with me if you report some other way, but you'll have to work that out with probation.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so do we have his contact information to get him?
Can you put his information in the chat, please?
Mr. Pittman, can you please put your email address in the chat for me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and once you do that, then you're free to go, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. Is there anybody else doesn't appear to be on the Zoom call that we have not taken care of? I do know we need to get this one null cross so that we can get Ms. Tiffany out of here. Otherwise, I think that concludes the 1:30 calendar. Is that right? Anybody have not taken care of?
Your Honor, I'm on this position of in 36. Please give an announcement on the.
36 was null crossed. 34, Ms. Helen, are you still on with me?
I am, Judge. I apologize. What was that question?
No, you're fine, Ms. Helen. Position 34, were you able to raise Ricky Thomas?
I was not, Judge.
Okay, a bench warrant will be issued. Okay, so Ms. Smith, whenever you're ready, we can go over the calendar.
What position in number 5, Coker?
Ms. Helen, you were not able to raise position number 5 either. Russell Coker.
No, Judge.
Okay, a bench warrant will be issued.
We're ready, Your Honor.
Okay.
Position 1, plea. Position 2, non-cross. Position 3, reset final plea Thursday, February 8th, 2024 at 1:30. Position 4, reset status conference Thursday, February 8th at 9 a.m. Position 5, FTA. Position 6, reset status conference Thursday, February 8th at 9 a.m. Position 7, jury trial demand, April 2024. Position 8, reset status conference Thursday, February 8th, 9 a.m. Position 9, notice of no cross. Position 10, FTA. Position 11, FTA. Position 12, jury trial demand, February. Position 13, reset final plea Thursday, February 8th, 1:30. Position 14, FTA. Position 15, reset final plea January 4th, 1:30 p.m. Position 16, jury trial demand, February. Position 17, FTA. Position 18, FTA. Position 19, FTA. Position 20, reset final plea February 8th, 1:30 p.m. Position 21, reset status conference Thursday, February 8th, 9 a.m. Position 22, reset status conference Thursday, February 8th, 9 a.m. Position 23, status conference Thursday, February 8th, 9 a.m. Position 24, reset status conference Thursday, February 8th, 9 a.m. Position 25, FTA. Position 26, no cross. Position 27, clear final plea enter, close. Position 28, jury trial demand. Position 29, negotiated plea. Position 30, reset status conference, Thursday, February 8th, 9 a.m. Position 31, reset status conference, Thursday, March 7th, 9 a.m. Position 32, FTA. Position 33, FTA. Position 34, FTA. Position 35, reset status conference, Thursday, February 8th, 9 a.m. Position 36, no cross.
Okay.
Yes. Reset status conference Thursday, March 7th, 9 a.m. Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, anything further, anyone?
Miss Morgan, position number 26 is still in the courtroom. She was a lead with the non. Not sure.
Okay.
He's fine.
Have a time? Yes, okay, if you'll give her a copy of that, please. We'll get to that copy, man. All right, we appreciate the hard work this afternoon and this morning. Thank you. See you next time.